Nasser Al Johar was born on July 20, 1959, in Saudi Arabia, a country with a rich footballing tradition that was beginning to develop into a strong force in the Asian footballing world. Growing up in Saudi Arabia, Al Johar was exposed to football from an early age. His natural talent and passion for the sport became evident as he played in local clubs during his youth, quickly rising through the ranks. Football was more than a pastime for Al Johar. It was a way of life, and he was determined to make a mark in the sport. Al Johar's playing career began in the Saudi Arabian Domestic League, where he was noted for his technical ability and leadership on the pitch. His role as a midfielder allowed him to showcase his vision, passing accuracy, and decision-making skills. Al Johar played for several clubs, including Al Fateh. But it was his time at Al Ahly that marked a turning point in his career. At Al Ahly, he helped the team secure multiple domestic titles, gaining recognition as one of the best midfielders in the country. His performances on the field caught the eye of national team selectors, and soon, Al Johar was called up to represent the Saudi Arabia national football team. Throughout his playing career, Al Johar's contributions were critical to the success of his clubs and the national team, though his playing days were relatively brief due to an early shift toward coaching. National team career. Al Johar's involvement with the Saudi Arabian national team began in the late 1970s, where he played in several key tournaments, including the Gulf Cup and the Asian Cup. His experience on the international stage helped shape his understanding of high-pressure football. Although he was not the most prolific player, his consistency and leadership made him a valuable asset to the team. His time with the national team instilled in him a deep understanding of the game that would later define his coaching career. Transition to coaching. Beginning of coaching career. Following the end of his playing career in the mid-1980s, Nasser Al Johar quickly transitioned into coaching, leveraging his understanding of football and his tactical insight. His first coaching experiences came with local clubs, where he worked as an assistant coach and later as head coach. Al Johar's coaching career began to take shape when he became the manager of Al Fateh in the early 1990s. His early coaching years were marked by a deep commitment to building a strong tactical foundation, focusing on team unity, discipline, and player development. In the mid-1990s, Al Johar's reputation began to grow, and he became known for his ability to manage teams with diverse playing styles. His approach to football was grounded in discipline and hard work, but he was also known for his ability to adapt and make the most of the resources available to him. This adaptability would become one of his key strengths as a manager. Career peak and achievements. Success with the Saudi national team. Nasser Al Johar's career reached its peak when he was appointed as the head coach of the Saudi Arabia national team in 1994. His first tenure as national team coach came during a period of significant growth in Saudi football. Saudi Arabia had recently qualified for their first FIFA World Cup in 1994, and Al Johar was entrusted with guiding them through their inaugural World Cup appearance. His leadership at the 1994 FIFA World Cup in the United States was a landmark moment for Saudi football. Al Johar led the team to a historic qualification for the round of 16, a remarkable achievement for a team making their World Cup debut. Despite ultimately being eliminated by Sweden in the knockout stage, Saudi Arabia's performance was lauded for its technical play and tactical organization. The experience of participating in the World Cup further solidified Al Johar's status as one of the top coaches in Asia. Asian Cup glory. Al Johar's greatest achievements with Saudi Arabia came in the Asian Cup. In 1996, he led Saudi Arabia to victory in the AFC Asian Cup, one of the most prestigious tournaments in Asian football. Under Al Johar's management, Saudi Arabia defeated the United Arab Emirates 4-2 in a thrilling final to claim their second Asian Cup title. Al Johar's tactical discipline and ability to motivate his players were key factors in their success, and the victory established Saudi Arabia as a powerhouse in Asian football. His success in the Asian Cup continued in 2000, when he helped Saudi Arabia reach the final once again. Although they were defeated by Japan in a hard-fought match, the performance of the team was a testament to Al Johar's consistency and expertise. His ability to manage high-pressure international tournaments became his signature. and his name was now firmly entrenched among the top coaches in Asian football. Club success and further international glory. During his career, Al Johar also managed several top Saudi clubs, most notably Al Nasser and Al Ahly. With these teams, he achieved multiple Saudi Pro League titles, King Cup victories, and success in continental competitions like the AFC Champions League. His time with Al Nasser in particular was fruitful, with the team dominating the domestic league under his stewardship. Despite his immense success at the national level, it was in domestic club football where Al Johar continued to leave his mark. His achievements were not just limited to Saudi Arabia. His influence and tactics also gained recognition across the Middle East and Asia. He was often called upon to represent the region in continental coaching forums, where he shared his insights into Saudi and Middle Eastern football. Later years and final phase of coaching career. Return to coaching and later stints. After his first tenure as Saudi Arabia's national coach, Al Johar returned to club management in 2004. He continued to work with several clubs in the Saudi Pro League, with his most notable stints being at Al Fateh and Al Tawun. His ability to manage teams in both the top tier of Saudi football and lower tier clubs demonstrated his versatility as a coach. Al Johar's later coaching years were marked by a series of shorter stints at various clubs, where he was known for bringing stability and structure to teams in need of guidance. His focus on youth development remained a cornerstone of his coaching philosophy, and he continued to be involved in nurturing the next generation of football talent in Saudi Arabia. In 2010, Al Johar was again appointed as head coach of the Saudi Arabia national team, where he took over during a challenging period. Under his guidance, the team faced tough qualification rounds for the 2014 FIFA World Cup, and although they did not secure qualification, his leadership continued to be a source of strength for the national side.